Hi digital media students, this is Mrs. Frenzel, and in this video you're going to learn the parts of the GarageBand interface. Once you know where all of the tools are and how to use them, it doesn't take very long at all to create a commercial or a podcast. You'll need to grab the diagram that shows you the parts of the interface and write those parts in as we go through the video. We'll start in the toolbar in the top left corner where you have your sound library. And what that does is give you access to certain presets and enhancements that you can use to alter the sound of your narration or other tracks. I already have a narration recorded, so I'll show you what some of these enhancements sound like. I normally use the narration vocal under the voices category, but we'll take a look at some others as well.
Your smile says you're happy, confident, but if you're
That's narration vocal.
uncomfortable with your teeth, your smile
That's telephone vocal.
can be saying just the opposite. Fortunately,
That's fuzz vocal.
there's Invisalign, the clear alternative to braces.
And that's bright vocal. The next button in your toolbar is the quick help button. When you turn it on, it gives you yellow pop-ups that tell you what a tool is and how you use it. It's very helpful at first, but eventually you'll want to turn it off. The third button is your Smart Controls button. It opens a panel below which gives you access to dials that allow you to control things like compression, reverberation, echoes, and also gives you access to an equalizer. The fourth button is your Editor button. When you click it, it brings up a magnified area of your waveforms. It replaces your Smart Controls. And basically it allows you to do more precise edits because you're working up closer with those waveforms. Next we have the transport controls, which allow you to play and move around on the tracks that you record. Here's the play button, here's rewind, and then fast forward. It moves it forward by 2 seconds and back by 2 seconds, and then you have your record button and your cycle button. The cycle button allows you to select a region of your recording and then play it over and over again without having to press any buttons. This is the LCD panel, and by default it shows you the measures and beats of the music you have in your project as well as the tempo and key signature. You won't need this for producing commercials, so instead we'll use the time setting, which simply gives you minutes and seconds in your project. Next we have the tuner, which allows you to tune an instrument if you're going to use an instrument. Then we have the count-in button, which counts off 4 beats when you're recording, so it allows you to synchronize everything. We won't be using that either because we're not playing instruments. You then have a metronome, which makes a ticking noise according to the beat of the music. This is something else that you won't use when you're recording your narrations. The only reason I tell you this is because by default the count-in and the metronome are both turned on, so you'll need to turn these off. You then have the master volume slider, which you can use to control the overall volume of your project. Keep in mind that you never want to get into the yellow, orange, or red regions, or this will create distortion. Next we have the notepad button, which is useful if you want to write yourself a note. Then there is the loop browser button, which gives you access to all of the different songs that GarageBand has that you can use in your projects. Then there's the media browser button, which gives you quick access to all of your photos and your iTunes songs. Going back to the left now, we have the track header, which shows you the title of your track and then allows you to make some specific adjustments to it. This is the track volume slider, and for narration, normally we want to keep the narration around -6 decibels. Backup music we want to keep around -15 decibels. The areas that actually contain your recordings and your songs are called audio regions. And then when it's turned on, the area to the right is your loop browser, and the area below is reserved for your Smart Controls and your Editor. Now you're ready to create your first project. Good luck!